Okay, sir, if you come up. Push. Well, you do thank you, so I'll hold up.
Yeah. Just put it on the ground, you're really hard. Right. That one.
Glasses off.
Stick it there. I'll take it. Right. While I've got the chance, if you can turn it over a minute. Yep. Right. Yep. There are a few people I am supposed to thank first. So, as it's my last chance, possibly, can I, as a Armadacon chairman, victims, mug, whatever, thank, first of all, the most important people, yourselves for coming. Without your registrations, there is no Armadacon, pure and simple.
Yeah.
Right, I now have to thank, in no particular order, but could I thank the stewards who were Chief Steward Tony Dunks, which it says here gets a gold star for staying up shooting video 1 for the longest. I believe he was here all night, wasn't he? Yeah. You. Right. We will be here for ages, so unless I stop on the gold star people, I'll just go through their names and you can cheer whatever at the end. So can I thank Alison Trace, who's that? Me, Gary Loveridge, Sharon Jessup, Mark Butcher, Claire Butcher, Dave Cox. He didn't even give himself a star, you fool. Lorraine Pritchard, Steve Pritchard, Marion Pritchard, Ewan R, Cheryl Ewan R, Ewan, Cheryl Royston, Dominic O, Sarah Halligan, Elizabeth Woodbourne, Amanda Keir, 2 gold stars. Alistair Russell, 2 gold stars. They were stewarding above and beyond award for the most co-opted steward. Oh, Mug Awards. Right. Thank you very much for those 2 areas. Sarah Tyndall, Issa Hitter. I was going to get it right one day. Sam Bennett and Dave Anderson, gold star for being the technical assistants. PTO, I think. Oh, turn back.
No, you still got my yellow.
Oh, I've also been asked to thank for lending us various items. Steve Green, Andrew Hutchins, Dominic O, Dave Anderson, Jonathan Smiles, Issa Hitter.
Twice.
Does it let me off?
Without proper.
Fiona Clark, Alistair Russell, Sharon Jessup, Dave Cox, Ali and myself, John Evans. The technical crew, Steve Green, Terry Bolden, Andrew Hutchins, Adrian Howe, Sharon Jessup. The additional technical assistance by John Parker, Dave Anderson, Jonathan Smiles. Photography by Jason Gorringe. And the construction and stippling and treading paint all over my carpet crew. Cheryl Howe, Gary Loveridge, Dave Cox, Alison Trace, yours truly. The interviewers, Steve Green, Gary Loveridge. I apologise for interviewing people. The companies, can I thank the Astor Hotel for giving me somewhere to die. DML Design Division Print Room for printing all our materials for us, nearly. Stage Electrics for lending us their equipment. Well, extorting, right, you know what I mean. The Tavonians for lending the stage, which I hope the trap don't open and let me escape through. No. Bugger.
Don't say it's over here.
Jaffa Technical for probably doing lots of silly things in the video when I die. The dealers, Who Books, Antics, Waterstones, Lorraine Pritchard, Mark Treese, Pamela Bonds, Ravenwing, Medusa's Cave, brackets, Roger the Rogering Rodent Trading Company, close brackets. Models provided by Dominic O, Alan Ed House and Ken Cork. No, it's not. Next page. Next page. Oh my God! So it's get over there. 1,110 green bottles. I would like to thank a few people who did kind of make it entertaining. Could I thank John Carrigan, Steve Everett, Toria Hill and Simon Drew, the stunt work from Heroes for Hire. Thank you.
Well, thanks for having us. Perhaps you'll ask us back again, and if we can smash his head in, we'll be back for nothing. We'll be back.
Well, if I did it to her, it would be... No, the second box, no one said it. Jacqueline Pearce, who had to leave, thank you for her coming. And finally, Adrian, can you come up on stage and disappear through the hole in the stage? Adrian Cole, thank you.
All right, thank you. Yes, thank you once again for putting up with me. Little bit disappointed that there were a few giggles and titters in my reading last night. Disappointed. It was serious work, as you know. So, but anyway, no, seriously, folks, thanks a million. It was great. And I'd also like to pass on a message to say thanks to the hotel, because my wife and family, we've been looked after really, really nicely, and we appreciate that. It's been grand. I have a few more thank yous I've been asked to do for the committee. Oh, we've done those, haven't we? Right, okay. Claire and Mark Butcher, thanks for the advertising. John Parker for the graphics. Lorraine Pritchard for events. Sharon Jessup for guest liaison. Gary Loveridge for materials. Dave Cox for personnel. Alison Trace for programming. Marion Pritchard as treasurer. Steve Pritchard as secretary. And this fortunate chap here as chairman. Thanks one and all. We are all as guests and guests of the convention. We're all very grateful to you. Thanks again.
Give him a last kiss before you go. That's enough.
It is a far, far better thing.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit tied up at the
Okay, right, just a word of warning about this. There will be some glass coming your way.
Come on! This stage is dying under me.
We shall go
I'm not scared. Everyone's sweet. In my youth, I was a Thunderbirds fan. So I suppose it's going to be 5.
This is actually, be careful, just make sure you don't look up. Alright, they can do this.
3.5.
They can count. Start from 5, and on 1, I'm going to stop at 2.
Alright.
Okay?
Up to 0. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Daddy. Ooch. I'll be back. And we haven't finished yet. There's more to go. There's more to go. Marion, do you have an estimate of the total?
That's what I just said, around 500.
Around £580. Full guidance for the blind, which
Are we going to say it's half a dog and raise more next year, or should we buy another puppy? Or
Half a dog.
it's half a dog. Are you happy for us to bank that millions in interest and buy you another dog next year?
Do that.
Next year, come back. If I'm alive, you can beat me up for more. God, I'm stupid. Right. Okay. I've now got to do some slightly better things. John, thank you very much for beating me up. John, record senior, scattered around. Thank you very much for coming. I hope you will come back. And
We will indeed. I will be back.
well,
See you all soon.
Right. Okay, the capturing competition for the free entry, although there's only one person I'm afraid can win, I do believe there are some highly commendeds, are there?
Two.
There are 2 highly commendeds. So, I'm afraid not. You've got Adrian, you've got 7 ugly to sit next to him. I'm afraid I'm kind of like chained up here a minute. You've seen what the picture looks like. I have to read this one for you. This was actually unnamed. It's not. Susan Bentley got a highly commended for. Do you want to read it out?
I don't care if you are Robert Maxwell, you have to wear your Armadacon badge at all times. The other commended one was from Graham Bentley. No, I said this is darling black Mabel. Well, that's all good. Player wins. And the winner, after much deliberation and much prompting from my daughter, a postcard sent to Cilla Black in London Weekend Television with me saying, "Hello Cilla, just to let you know my blind date was a complete success and we plan to elope together." And the winner was Sam Bennett. Well done, Sam. You get a free registration next year.
Congratulations.
Right.
See you next year.
Right. Adrian, you have to rush now, do you as well? It is about 22:04. Right. Okay, right. Adrian's going to rush off. Adrian, you can about 30 seconds. I'll belt through all the winners and you can shake hands.
When you're done.
Right. Well, if you come back quick, Adrian's going to run soon. I'll pick up the wrong bit of paper. And again. Who's nicked my answers? There they are. Right. If you want to come down and receive your awards and say hi to Adrian. Yeah, if we do it down the front. You got to catch him, Steve? It's kind of mucky up here, Ali. Hey, Travis. I think Adrian's doing what little boys have to do.
No.
Oh, he's talking to his wife. Okay, right. Can we... That's it, guys. Do the talking quick. We are trying to...
Can I just say something to all those people who bought something in the auction? Can you give me about half an hour to get the list straight and the money and everything before you come and pounce on me, okay? Please?
Right. Everyone's going to come off here. They can come off the steps in the room.
Over there.
Steps down that side. Right. So when you win, if you can come down the side behind the camera, up on stage,
Crunch across the resin.
crunch across the resin, get your award from Adrian, and then move on. Adrian's no award. Right. What do you pencil in? Right. Alright, 2 days. Can you come down to the front, get from Adrian, and go away? So, the fancy dress.
Masquerade.
Masquerade. Fantasy dress. I missed. Oh, come on, that's like Dave. You in this one? I got a lot of 50. Right. Best media related costume and the judges' prize for special commendation was a tie between Marion Pritchard and Alison Trace. So they can come on.
Mirami Knaften and Tiny Clanger.
You can't even pronounce Tiny Clanger.
Tiny Clanger!
You said do and then you look at your sheet.
Tonic Black Label, alright? Right. Best original costume, Claire Butcher for Queen Trefena. Funniest entry, Clive Russian for Cut Off.
Oh, it's still switched on.
Best group entry, Cheryl Howe, Adrian Howe, Fiona Clark, Issa Hitter and Gary Lovridge for It Ain't Half Metal Bomb. Right, for the for the serious story, the winner was Jeffrey Hedger for Cousins. It says here that for art, media SF fantasy related was won by Anonymous. Now I know who Anonymous is, and he's too shy to come up here and accept his reward. Art original SF fantasy was also won by Anonymous, who was too shy to come up here and accept his reward. It takes a while, doesn't it? Very quiet person. The Craft Media SF Fantasy related was Sarah Halligan, who I believe is left. So we will forward things on to her. The Craft Original SF Fantasy related was Claire Butcher for Trefena's Pet. For the model, for the model media SF fantasy related was Anonymous again, who's still too shy to come up here and say thank you. So, thanks to him, or her, or them. And for the original SF fantasy model work, Ken Cork for the Wyvern, who I believe Ken is left as well. So, I think Dominic will pass it on to him. Is Dominic here? No, right. That concludes the award ceremony. That concludes the closing ceremony, the beating of the chairman's ceremony.